Harry, Hermione told me that you can find the shredded boomslang skin out in the greenhouse. Follow me, Harry.
And with those words, we embark on yet another quest. I need shredded boomslang skin. Once I've learned Diffindo, I will be able to find some through a door blocked by vines near herbology class. So guys, hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets Extended. This is 115 speaking. Before we'll follow Ron, I would like to celebrate the fact that it's December 13th and we made it halfway across our waiting time for Christmas with showing you all the freely explorable areas now that we've learned the Diffindo spell, just so you can appreciate what everything has now become accessible. But let's go inside first. So, at the Hogwarts entrance itself, I would actually like to start with the House Point Ceremony Chamber. Now this wall over here has been bugging us for half of Harry's
House Point Ceremony Chamber.
second year. Yes, Harry, we know that. By the way, you can whenever walk in freely and check out the house points, but you can do the same thing via menu, but I guess this is more festive. But anyhow, back to the wall over here, we can finally remove both the Scourge and the Diffindo web. Finally, it's been about bloody time, and this chest is awesome. Not only do we get a silver card, but 7 beans. It's probably the most generous chest out of the entire game. Let's see. Depends how much of a value in beans you give to silver card. Mopsus, ancient Greek soothsayer who vanquished the seer Kalchas in a contest of their powers. Now this guy is also referenced in the Prisoner of Azkaban game, not via a wizard card, but via a portrait password. I think the password is Vesuv or something like that. Located in the dungeons, if I'm not mistaken. Now talking about the dungeons, I have one more secret to show you with yet another silver wizard card. And yes, if you've been paying attention, you'll know that will absolutely net us a silver key. And this card I particularly like. So first of all, you can use the Lumos statue here or the one in the hallway. It doesn't really matter. All Lumos statues trigger all Lumos points and we can finally cut the rope. And get our hands on, if I'm not mistaken, Wendelin the Weird. Haha. Awesome, so the second key is ours. But let's hear it from the man himself.
Wendelin the Weird. Medieval. Dates unknown. Alleged to have enjoyed being burnt at the stake so much that she allowed herself to be captured 47 times in various disguises.
This is an absolutely insane idea, and something I noticed when playing Hogwarts Legacy, and again, I'm still relatively at the beginning, I noticed there's a large animated portrait of Wendelin the Weird, somewhere on close to the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom there, which just made me happy. There's no codex page that would confirm it or anything like that, but, you know, for those of us who know, we know, and that's just an awesome Easter egg. Anywho, so that's it for the dungeons. I believe as far as the dungeons go, they are explored fully. Even when we learn the Spongify spell, there'll be nothing new.
I feel so honoured to be in the same house as you, Harry.
Well, of course, because I'm the heir of Slytherin.
Pardon me.
He's just jealous. Okay, let's finally open this mirror. Alahomora will not do the trick. You need to remove the cobweb.
Beg your pardon?
And let's get inside. And another silver card. And again, let's hear it from Stephen.
Bowman Wright. 1492 to 1560. Famous for developing the golden snitch.
That's essentially it. But guys, the silver card extravaganza doesn't end here.
I beg your pardon.
Because in the common room, where we haven't been for quite a while, there's yet another one.
I hope Dumbledore finds out who the heir is soon.
You're probably looking at him, but hey, who knows, right? So let's get inside. And remember, there was a rope we could not cut before.
There's the portrait of the Gryffindor common room.
Hello there, young Potter. Heading for the common room, are we?
Yes, do we need to explain ourselves every single time we want to get to bed? Oh my goodness, this is awful. I bet other houses have it better. I mean, Slytherins just have a stale, moldy wall to say a password to and it opens without having to strike up a conversation. But we'll see that wall opening up a bit later on.
Ginny's been behaving strangely of late. Keep an eye on her, will you, Harry?
Same lines as before, nothing new from Percy, but now that we cut this rope, if we go down here, we'll in fact be able to get yet another silver card. And this one is also a lot of fun, because it's Quidditch related. There she is, Gwenog Jones, and again, let's hear it from Stephen.
Gwenog Jones, 1968 to the present. Captain and beater of only all-female national Quidditch team, the Holyhead Harpies.
The Holyhead Harpies. Again, one of the many Quidditch teams that's referenced via, I think, a poster in Hogwarts Legacy. Which is cool, it makes the whole world just feel alive. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about you. Alrighty then, well, we're a couple of Wiggenwelds richer. How awesome is that? I don't think we really used the cauldron yet in the Gryffindor common room, and I'd like to use each one of them at least once.
I arrived late to McGonagall's transfiguration class. She nearly turned me into a toad.
You know, I'd rather be turned into a toad than lose house points, so you got off the hook easy. Anyway guys, let's check the staircases, see what's new in there.
You are trying my patience, Potter.
Always happy to try your patience. Okay, now over here, I'd like to just unlock yet another barrier as it pertains to the silver door over here. You know, just to visibly mark our progression through the story. Because getting here is essentially going to be the final dungeon we'll explore in the game. So there we go. And now we might as well make it all the way to the 4th floor before we'll explore the others. And I want to show you the hospital wing. By the way, visiting the hospital wing right now is only worthwhile in the extended mod, because the author of the extended mod did something incredibly cool, and I hinted at this during our December the 2nd episode, and that's that the heir of Slytherin will be collecting victims. And there is our, well, not first one, the first one was Mrs. Norris, but she's not here, strictly speaking, but there's Colin, holding the camera, and I'm trying to just capture his facial expression, but it's a bit difficult. He's gritting his teeth, and I mean, this is really horrifying. The horrors he must have seen. My goodness. And not knowing what's behind it is super duper terrifying. Although the idea that Harry's the one petrifying people is a bit hilarious. Anywho, just wanted to show you that, and we'll be visiting Hospital Wing more as the year progresses. Oh, you'll know what that means. But, first of all, let's revisit the wall over here. Remember last time we removed Scourge, but we were not able to do anything about this rope. Well, that has changed now, and... Ah, gosh darn it, we need Spongify. Or do we? Well, what if I told you guys that no, we in fact don't need Spongify to access the secret there? I'm gonna show you right now what I mean. Whoa, okay, that was a bit risky. Now make sure the stairway is summoned here, jump on its rail, and from it, you'll be able to access the secret like this. Now the secret will not yet trigger because they expect you to access it over there with a Spongify tile. But when we walk here, there we go, 7 out of 10 secrets. And another silver wizard card is ours. This is Artemisia Lufkin. That's a funny surname. 1754 to 1825, first witch to become Minister of Magic. Okay? Back then, that must have been quite the achievement. So, that's essentially it. Now, let's parkour again onto the 2nd floor. And I just wanna pop in for a visit because Hermione's busy in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom.
Blasted Potter, I'll get you!
Always happy to do this to Filch. But yes, so you will be able to find Hermione here. And
Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. How depressing.
this is again a restored content via the extended mod. She's not here in the retail version of the game.
I'd be very careful when wizard dueling, Harry.
Hermione, have you heard about the leaderboards? We absolutely wrecked them.
How are you doing, Harry?
And there should be a 3rd line
How are you doing, Harry?
about how difficult the potion is to make.
I'd be very careful when wizard dueling, Harry. This potion is going to be very difficult to get right.
Finally, took a couple of attempts. But yeah, Moaning Myrtle has really no new lines to share or anything like that. And now guys, let's absolutely visit the library. I have not forgotten. Now, our post-Diffindo visit to the library will be very brief. So many, I think half the secrets here are actually tied to you knowing the Spongify spell. But my god, will the wait be worth it? But still, I just want to show you what becomes accessible now.
Pardon me?
Yeah, same old, same old.
Hello.
Have you seen Nearly Headless Nick? He was going to help me with my history of Hogwarts homework.
That is so cute. This guy has been dead for centuries, but he's gonna use the extra time he has on this earth to help kids with their homework. I really like him. So there we go. Very easy to miss cobweb. But nothing will escape our attention. And now, let's just make it all the way to the other side. There is a little gnome hideout we haven't seen since our first visit to the library.
I wonder what's for dinner tonight.
You know, I wonder the same thing myself. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight? Anyway, back to Magic Reality. So, remember the gnome hideout? We were not really able to dispatch the gnomes because the gnome hall was covered by a giant cobweb. Well, that will now change.
We need to present a united front against the air. Although I prefer to be in the united back.
They had so much fun writing these.
The poor kitty. Harry Potter should be ashamed.
Right? Ah, Harry, you're such a loser. Doing this to a poor kitty cat. Now I know you're innocent, but it's fun to pick on you. You know how it goes. Despite the fact that you're the Giga Chad of the school. Now, if it wouldn't be for the extended mod, we would not even hear this track. It's nowhere in the Chamber of Secrets, only in this secret, in the library. The weird thing is that this song is called The Phoenix, for whatever reason, in the official soundtrack. So once we throw all 4 gnomes in there, something, oh my god, special should happen. Ah, I can't cast Flipendo. Wait, let me... Oh, he's after the bean. Well, that's good for us. Can we... Okay. Okay. What is happening? This is absolute chaos. There we go. So again, you'll always get somewhere between 1 or 3 beans, or if you trigger a bug, none whatsoever. And our reward... Well, okay, this really sucks, but the beautiful music has stopped, which is such a bummer. But we discovered a rope. Let's cut it. And we'll need Spongify to progress, but my god, will it be gorgeous when we'll finally learn it. And the secrets that are here, I mean, we're at 5 out of 10. The 5 remaining secrets are all tied to the final 4th spell we'll learn. Ah, you're in for a treat. I don't want to say more than that.
Which way you going?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Now, that's it for the library, guys. Now, I'm gonna leave the library. I've showed you pretty much everything you can now access via Diffindo in the interior areas of Hogwarts, and I'm gonna see you outside in Hogwarts Grounds, where Ron is probably getting mighty impatient, but hey, our friends are used to this by now. Okay, here we are. So first things first, this is a secret that we already kind of entered into, however... we were not able to explore it fully due to the bramble over here. So, let's get to it. And it is only now, according to the extended mod, that the secret will actually trigger, ensuring you explore it thoroughly, which is awesome. Okay, that's essentially it. Just 8 beans and a chest with another 8 beans. And let's go back to the Diffindo Challenge entrance, because there was an Alahamora wall we were not able to get past by due to bramble.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Oh, come on, guys.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Oh, you even have the same voice. This is
Pardon me.
irritating.
Sorry, no time.
Oh my god, oh, that just make me so angry. Okay. Anywho, this is what I'm talking about. And we've encountered this already during Hogwarts Grounds nighttime, the first time after our encounter with Whomping Willow, but now we were able to get through, so let's see it.
Norval Twonk, 1888 to 1957. Died saving a muggle child from a runaway manticore. Posthumously awarded the Order of Merlin, First Class.
What an absolute badass. And this guy is also tied to a portrait password in Prisoner of Azkaban, and the password is, unsurprisingly, Manticore. Anywho, Lumos statue. Let me show you the only thing that the Lumos statue does in the entire Hogwarts Grounds area. And that's reveal the wall over here. What I find really cute is that they try to emphasize there is a secret somewhere with a random student touching the wall.
I still can't manage to get Wiggentree bark from a bowtruckle.
Well, if you don't want to lose your eyes, maybe don't even attempt it. Those things are absolutely terrifying. Okay. Oh, by the way, very easy to miss. Pressure plate. But alas, to reach that secret with another silver wizard card, we'll need Spongify. Yeah, so patience is a virtue. Ah, one of my favorites, Mirabella Plunkett, if I'm not mistaken.
Mirabella Plunkett, 1839 to unknown date. Famous for falling in love with a merman in Loch Lomond while on holiday. When her parents forbade her to marry him, she transfigured herself into a haddock and was never seen again.
What a romantic story. She fell in love with a merman, but rather than transforming herself into a mermaid, she transformed herself into a haddock? I can't imagine that having a happy ending, but hey, who am I to judge? Love always finds a way. So, yeah, now, nothing new over there. There's not even a new Quidditch match game or anything like that. Nothing new with Hagrid's hut. Let's follow Ron. Remember, last time we were on our way for the Diffindo herbology lesson. This area became accessible, and we also accessed the secret. However, there was again Bramble blocking our path. Now, let's just hope the gnome there doesn't get stuck. Let's free him before that happens. Oh, come on, please get out. They can absolutely just hit a wall inside and get permanently stuck. These guys are not particularly bright. Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. And you know what? I'm probably gonna keep the gnome around for now. Or am I? Because there's another place with Horcrux and a gnome, but if he gets stuck, this guy could be our only backup. Ah, but what the hell? These guys respawn endlessly. Just like the secret on the 3rd floor, next to the DADA classroom, these gnomes will always be ready whenever you revisit the area. So if they get stuck and are unable to eat Horcrux, you can kind of exit...
greenhouse. It's always so warm in here.
And re-enter, okay? Now Ron will run through the greenhouse itself, but let's take it around, because there are 12 beans around the circuit of the greenhouse itself, just positioned like that, which is absolutely wonderful and incredibly generous. And no, these are not pots that you could cast Flipendo at to make them, you know, topple them over and generate beans. And we already explored that area before our Diffindo lesson. But we haven't managed to explore the greenhouse itself. Now, in case you were ever wondering what's behind the blackboard, nothing. But hey, you can fit there. That's cool. Right? Right? And there is a cauldron here, which is awesome. And later on, when we'll visit the greenhouse at nighttime, the extended mod added a couple of ingredients to it. But that's not here or there right now. First of all, let's free this gnome ASAP before he gets stuck. And we'll need to help him along to eat the Horcrux over there, okay? So just be ready for some Flipendo action. Oh, that didn't move him at all, it just stunned him. Interesting. And right over there are more Horcrux, okay? But another dragon that Hagrid presumably trimmed with his shears. A chest and a secret with yet another chest. Let's see it. Oh, this guy has a really interesting name. So this is Beaumont Marjorie Banks. I imagine that's the pronunciation. So 1742 to 1845. Pioneer of herbology and collector of many rare and magical flowers. Discovered gillyweed. Now, not to be confused with Eladora Kettridge, who discovered the use of gillyweed. But this guy discovered gillyweed, but probably back then they had no bloody clue what it's used for. But let's see the date. Oh my god. Really, guys? So the guy who discovered gillyweed was born in 1742 and died essentially a century later. Yet the girl who discovered the use of gillyweed did it a century earlier. Yeah, there are plot holes like this. To be fair, very realistic that history is not recorded properly, I guess. Who knows what actually happened? I feel like relatives of Eladora Kettridge should absolutely sue this guy for making such false claims. By the way, if you approach Ron whilst holding the gnome, something funny will happen.
The greenhouse is right inside that door, Harry. I'll watch out for Professor Sprout. Good luck.
No, you won't. You'll just disappear and do God knows what. Oh, thank you. So, the funny thing that happens is that Harry will just drop it and again, people will not react to it. Not sure if that constitutes as funny, but I found it funny anyway, to test the engine limitations. One bean, nothing to write home about. But anywho, guys, so, just like the objective said, through door blocked with vines near herbology class, once I've learned Diffindo, this description would make more sense if you got the objective before learning Diffindo, but doesn't really matter. So we'll clear our path, and we'll enter a different area. It's not really marked on the map like Whomping Willow was, or let's say Snape's dungeon was, or anything like that. It's just marked in the general herbology lesson greenhouse area, not to be confused with the Diffindo challenge. So it's not technically marked in the map, but guys, after Whomping Willow and Snape's dungeons, this will be another area that you only get to visit once, okay? So I'm gonna cover it thoroughly. It's an enjoyable dungeon. I'm gonna cover it thoroughly tomorrow, okay? So I hope you had a blast just exploring all those freely accessible areas of Hogwarts with me now that we mastered Diffindo. Only one spell separating us from scouring and picking everything clean, and it's gonna be so incredibly rewarding when we do that. Okay guys, so I'll see you tomorrow, but not before thanking my amazing patrons. I would like to say thanks to my free Patreon members as well as my loyal Winstons: Blind Goopel, Mick, Severin Drax, Enstickle, Katie Danger and Boo the 2. Big thanks goes to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkie, Karavetu and Renegade Durney. I would like to give a very special thanks to both of my veteran Winstons, Andrea Paveglianiti and Alexander. And finally, I would like to give a very, very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. Thank you so much for your generous support of the channel and also for leaving behind so many silver wizard cards. Thanks to you, we have opened up the second barrier of entry to a very mysterious golden card challenge, and we are well on our way halfway across the entire Folio Magi collection. And thank you to all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's more exploration-focused episode, and tomorrow we'll be sneaking into Professor Sprout's greenhouse to snag another Polyjuice Potion ingredient. Seriously, we are robbing these Hogwarts professors blind, and I'm all here for it.